Have you ever looked at a picture of the Great Pyramids and just wondered, how? How did an ancient civilization, thousands of years ago, create something so massive, so precise, so enduring? These colossal structures are more than just piles of stone. They are a direct message from the past, a testament to the incredible achievements of the ancient Egyptians during the Old Kingdom, often called the Pyramid Age. Today, we're going to decode that message and uncover what the pyramids truly tell us about their world. Let's start with the most obvious question: why build them in the first place? The answer lies at the very heart of Egyptian society, their theology and their social structure. At the top of everything was the pharaoh. He wasn't just a king. He was considered a god on earth, a semi-divine ruler with absolute control over the state's resources, its people, and its wealth. The sheer scale of the pyramids is the ultimate power move. Imagine the statement it made: "I am so powerful. I can command tens of thousands of people and a nation's entire economy to build my stairway to the heavens." This wasn't just a tomb. It was a project designed to reinforce the pharaoh's supreme status for all eternity. But this divine status was deeply connected to the concept of the afterlife. The pyramids were, at their core, gigantic, impenetrable tombs. They were part of a much larger funerary complex, which included temples for worship, smaller pyramids for queens, and flat-top tombs called mastabas for high-ranking officials. The Egyptians believed that a person's spirit, their ka, needed a safe and permanent home after death. For the pharaoh, this was non-negotiable. His successful journey to the afterlife, where he would join the gods, was believed to ensure the continued stability and prosperity of the entire nation of Egypt. If the king's spirit was secure, Egypt was secure. The pyramid was the ultimate insurance policy. The very shape of the pyramid is steeped in religious symbolism. Those smooth, angled sides weren't just for show. Many Egyptologists believe they were meant to symbolize the sun's rays shining down to earth, creating a celestial ramp for the pharaoh's soul to ascend and join Re, the powerful sun god. Another theory connects the shape to the Benben, a mythical primordial mound that was said to have emerged from the waters of chaos at the beginning of creation. By building a pyramid, the pharaoh was connecting his eternal life to the very moment of creation itself. It's a powerful symbol of rebirth and eternity. Now let's talk about the genius-level skills required to actually build these things. The pyramids are a masterclass in advanced science and knowledge. First, let's consider the engineering and architecture. We're talking about millions of limestone and granite blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons, lifted and placed with incredible precision. Inside the Great Pyramid, for example, you find sophisticated features like corbelled ceilings in the Grand Gallery and massive granite beams forming relieving chambers above the king's chamber. These weren't just decorative. They were brilliant engineering solutions designed to distribute the immense weight of the stone above and prevent the internal chambers from collapsing. This demonstrates a profound understanding of structural engineering that is just staggering for the time. This architectural prowess was built on a foundation of sophisticated mathematics. To get that perfect pyramid shape, they needed an incredible grasp of geometry. They had to calculate the precise angles for the faces. The Great Pyramid has a slope of roughly 51.5 degrees and maintain that angle consistently all the way to the peak, hundreds of feet in the air. The base of the Great Pyramid is an almost perfect square, with sides over 750 feet long, and it's leveled to within an inch across that entire area. This level of precision over such a vast space is mind-boggling and required advanced mathematical and surveying techniques. And that brings us to astronomy. One of the most astonishing facts about the Great Pyramid is its alignment. The four sides are almost perfectly aligned with the four cardinal points: true north, south, east, and west. We're talking about an accuracy that modern builders would be proud of, achieved without compasses, GPS, or modern technology. This tells us that the ancient Egyptians were skilled astronomers, likely using the stars to find true north and lay out their construction grid with unbelievable accuracy. This wasn't just for aesthetics. The alignment was likely a crucial part of the pyramid's religious function, connecting the pharaoh's final resting place to the cosmic order of the universe. Of course, none of this would be possible without a feat of logistics and organization that is perhaps the most impressive achievement of all. Think about it. You have to coordinate a massive workforce, estimated to be tens of thousands of skilled laborers. Not slaves as is often depicted in movies. These workers needed to be housed, fed, and organized over a period of 2 decades for a single pyramid. You have to manage the quarrying of millions of tons of stone, some of which, like the massive granite blocks for the inner chambers, came from Aswan, hundreds of miles to the south. Then you have to transport these colossal blocks down the Nile and across the desert to the construction site. This entire operation represents an unparalleled feat of administrative planning. And this incredible organization points to the final piece of the puzzle, the economic and political might of the Old Kingdom. You simply cannot undertake a project of this magnitude without a highly organized, centralized government. There needed to be a complex bureaucracy capable of collecting taxes often paid in goods, like Gray managing the national treasury and mobilizing a nationwide workforce for a state project. The pyramids are the ultimate proof of a stable, prosperous, and powerful state. The ability to control resources from manpower to materials on such a grand scale demonstrates a level of political control and economic strength that was unmatched in the ancient world. The resources themselves tell a story. The bulk of the pyramids were made from local limestone quarried right on the Giza Plateau. But the smooth outer casing was made of a high-quality, white Tura limestone brought from across the Nile. And as we mentioned, the internal chambers used enormous granite blocks from Aswan. The ability to quarry and transport these diverse materials from far-flung locations shows that the state controlled the entire Nile River Valley, using the river as a superhighway for its monumental construction projects. So, when we look at the pyramids, we're not just seeing an ancient tomb. We're seeing the reflection of a complex and brilliant civilization. We see the power of the pharaoh, the profound belief in the afterlife, a deep connection to the cosmos, and the mastery of engineering, mathematics, and astronomy that defies belief. Most of all, we see what human beings are capable of when they are united by a powerful vision, incredible organization, and a will to create something that lasts for eternity. The pyramids stand as a silent, powerful testament, telling us a story of ambition, belief, and genius that still captivates us thousands of years later. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mysteries of the ancient world, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got so much more to discover together. See you in the next video.